Ms. Stewart?
No.
Ms. Meadows?
No.
Ms. Thomas?
Aye.
I vote aye. Mr. President.
Aye. Motion carries. And Mr. Water, you said something about the student discipline?
The student discipline is not included, while it's included as a time item at the top of the agenda, it was not included as an item in the agenda proper. But clearly, circumstances state that it is. And I forget where we've been putting that.
Is that the personnel?
Yes.
That is on the personnel.
Yeah.
10C.
10C. Okay. Approval of agenda.
Mr. President, I move the Willow Run Board of Education approve the agenda as amended.
Support?
It has been moved and supported that the Will Run Board of Education approve the agenda as amended. All in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed?
No.
Motion carries. Approval of minutes.
Mr. President, I move the Willow Run Board of Education approve the minutes as presented from the regular board meeting of May 19, 2011.
Support?
It has been moved and supported that the Will Run Board of Education approve the minutes as presented from the regular board meeting on May 19, 2011. All in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Is there any acknowledgements or correspondence tonight?
Yes, Mr. President, we have Representative David Rutledge here who would like to speak for 5 minutes regarding the future of the school systems here in Washtenaw County.
Mr. Rutledge?
Yes.
You extra.
Chair Garrett, I do, Mr. President, I do have a few slides, and maybe looking at some of this graphically might help. Nothing will ease the pain, but it might help us understand what's going on. First of all, I would just like to thank you for the privilege of being here. I appreciate so much the superintendent's invitation. Just to share with you a few thoughts and some of the things that are going on and some of the things that I anticipate will happen in this world of education. I got to tell you that as I speak, most of my colleagues are on Mackinac Island now at the Detroit Chamber's annual June function. Personally, I'd rather be standing right here with you doing what I'm doing right now because I think it's so critically important in terms of how we proceed with K-12 education, actually in higher education. I want to walk you through just a few slides, and I'm going to try to stay, Mr. President, within 5, maybe 6 minutes. And then if you have questions, we'll go from there. Well, let me take just a moment, though, and have you meet my local staff person, Ann Brown. Ann is present with me this evening. And anytime you need anything locally, you can't reach me. Ann Brown is the person. And she's good at what she does, trust me. I'd just like to start by giving you kind of an overview of what the state's budget is and where the what the parts are. And this is what we have to wrestle with, and the part that what the governor does when he looks at and puts together his message. I put this slide in here just to show you the kind of a 10-year history of funding education out of the school aid budget. And the black line, actual dollars, and the red line shows you what those dollars would be when you adjust for inflation. It's kind of a telling situation. While the dollars, you would think we are investing at a higher level, but when you really throw in inflation, it's a different story. This is kind of right up to date as we have it. We started off with the governor talking about what amounted to $170 cut per pupil. And you can see what has changed, that the focus on the $400 there is as up to date as I have the number for what the cut would actually be to you. Now, that $400, of that $400, 130 of it you don't have any control over. That goes right to the Metzger's piece, the retirement fund. And there is now there's a $100 piece that you'll get only if you are successful in doing what the governor terms best practices. And I'm going to talk about those maybe right now. You must achieve, in order to get that additional $100, four out of these practices, and you can see what they are. Competitive bid at least one non-instructional service totaling more than $50,000. I don't know what that would be, but it's not the boilers, is it?
Would you be interested in commenting on that?
Sure. You have a question?
No, I was going to comment and tell you that the district does not currently have any hope of meeting the first best practice in that none of our employees contribute to the cost of their health insurance. The second one, we have a winner. That one, we are the policy holders. So, and that's arguably, that's the most difficult one to achieve. That's the one the NEA really opposes. I think Mr. Rutledge probably is better qualified to address the consolidation issue than I.
And I will.
The district does, we have several competitive bids, and I think probably both our food service outsourcing, and we also outsource $750,000 worth of pupil transportation. I think the only complaint with these things is, to my knowledge, we were just talking to somebody in Lansing today, that really a specific definition of what each of those things means, to my knowledge, haven't been released yet. They haven't defined. And we're not sure what the public dashboard is, but we're going to be kind of disappointed if our website doesn't already qualify, and that we use a lot of imagination to post every bit of information that we can imagine anybody could possibly be interested in.
That's wonderful.
And if it ain't there, we can get it quick. So,
and put it in a form that's easily accessible. One can see it. Financial information, graduation, dropout rates, and so on there. If you've got that, and you can put it in a graph, in a chart, boom, so people can go to it. That's what is referred to as a dashboard piece.
okay, so we've got 3 of the 5, we think. 4.
Let me just speak to the consolidation efforts. I have to tell you and compliment you on the work that your superintendent has been